All right, guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another busy Twitter Space AMA. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Hai, a senior marketing manager here at Bitsy. For those of you that haven't heard of Bitsy before, we're a leading cryptocurrency exchange with B2B white label and a B2B white label solutions provider. Our platform offers both spot and futures trading, and as well as staking products and easy fiat on and off ramps. We're always on the lookout for exciting projects to list, and we strive to provide the best experience for our users. First off, I wanted to thank everyone for joining and taking part in today's AMA with Coin98. We here at Bitsy are absolutely thrilled to have Coin98's token officially launched on our platform and available for trading starting at 4 p.m. today. Make sure you head over to bitsy.com to check out the ongoing Coin98 giveaway. All you need to do is trade at least $20 worth of C98 tokens, and you'll be eligible to win your share of 60,000 C98 tokens and prizes. Today, I'm excited to welcome our guest, Min Ho, Head of Business Development at Coin98. He'll be talking to us about Coin98's vision, the technology behind it, and the project's roadmap for the future. To start off, let's welcome Min to the Twitter space. Min, it's a pleasure to meet you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, this is Ming. Currently, I'm leading the BD effort for Coin98. I've been in the crypto space in 2018 and joined the Coin98 family in 2020. And yeah, I have enjoyed the ride so far. Really excited to join this Twitter space with BC and let's get started.
Thanks for the introduction, Min. Looking forward to hearing about what you guys are up to. Can you briefly introduce us to Coin98, what it's all about, and how do you see Coin98 leading to the future of DeFi?
Yeah, for sure. So briefly, Coin98 is the whole ecosystem rather than just one product. We have various resources that we've been building in the past 6 years or so. We trying to become a blockchain and crypto, bring it to the mass, making DeFi services available to everyone anywhere in the world. And a lot of people know us back in 2018, 2017 when we started out as a community here in Vietnam, just providing knowledge and insights. And then 2 years later, we become the number one knowledge crypto hub in Vietnam. Start building products that serve our needs. We shipped and listen to community and listen to the community and then improve our product and progress. So we then later on we started out moving to like focusing on more building products and also like we still want to continue our community side insights and also we want to give back to our builders by giving the support from the resources we have. So we also have our ventures team as well. So you can think of Coin98 as three main arms. So one would be Coin98 Labs, where we focus on building products. And then we have Coin Network, which we have the communities and the media arm. And we have the Coin Ventures, also known as the RT Fund, is our investment and incubation arm. And since I'm representing mainly for the Coin Labs team here, it's a DeFi product builder focusing on creating and developing an ecosystem of DeFi protocols and application on multiple blockchains. And our mission is to fulfill untapped demand and enhance in-demand utility in the DeFi space and helping people to access Web3 more effortlessly.
Thanks, Min. Thanks for that introduction. We'll be moving on. Can you explain the technology behind Coin98's Super App?
Yeah, it's Coin98 Super App is actually one of our core product. We started our Coin98 wallet. It's a non-custodial multi-chain wallet back in 2021. We are trying to build, it's not just a wallet, but more like an all-in-one DeFi platform and offering service on multiple blockchains. So if you look at like, Trust Wallet or MetaMask, the way they build product is optimized for store and transfer access, but not to actually using it into the other blockchains. And our approach is a bit different. In our you can like use not just store the assets, but like can do a lot of other things. For example, you can swap and access the app applications, and then you can also really easy to have the wallet on new blockchains. For example, now we support over 70 plus blockchains, including really new ones like Base, Mantle, Say Network. And then it's easy for the user to switch between chains. For example, with our multi-chain wallet engine, we help them to basically access all 70 blockchains at the same time. And then on top of that, besides the Coin98 wallet, we are trying to build like a complete DeFi infrastructure for the user to use. So you probably know about us building like DEXs, NFT marketplace, constant bridge, and even stablecoin. So that's why I think that with Coin98, we are really different and more than just a wallet and a super app. So yeah, user can just enjoy our services by using the super app, and even within just one app, you can access like a lot of like services, and also like access thousands of the apps within our own app.
Thanks, man. That was quite informative. Coin98 is planning to create a complete DeFi ecosystem through a series of products and solutions. In your opinion, what is the most important part of the current DeFi ecosystem, and what might be some of the weaknesses?
Yeah, I mean, with DeFi, we're seeing a lot of like, rising blockchains, besides, of course, like Ethereum. So, maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, it could be like BSC, Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, right? And then recently, it can be a lot of like Atos, say. So, whenever there's like a new chain coming out, there's also like application to build on top as well. And, they provide all kinds of services from financial ones to gaming to social files, everything in between. So despite the number of blockchains, there's no actually good infrastructure service for like a multi-chain product. So that's why we are really betting on the multi-chain future. Starting with like a multi-chain wallet, we're now expanding to like having it available on like other DeFi application that allows people to access the DeFi services on multiple blockchain. Um, I think there's one always a concern when people talk about DeFi, which is the security. So because there have been many exploits, scams, hacks happening for DeFi in the last last few years, and in terms of our own product development, security has always one of our top priority, and we have taken that really really seriously because we have multiple audits for our products. We have our bug bounty platform as well, so people can just like all the white hackers can submit bug reports there. Um, we also want to focus on another aspect when trying to onboard people to DeFi, which is the onboarding experience, right? So we also recently acquired a social login solution called Ramper earlier this year, and I think that will just open up a lot of opportunity to onboarding Web2 user to not just DeFi, but also like Web3 in general, being like NFT and gaming and whatnot.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Oh, wow. So moving on, what is the role of the C98 token within the C98 ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, when we first launch and with the token, it's basically we kind of want to create it as like a governance and utility token, not for one product, but like many other products. So before it would like you can we plan to the first and foremost, right? Usually for any token, we would love to have like a staking incentive. So right now you can just go on like our website, and there's like a section for you to stake C98 right away. By doing so, we just provide like an incentive for people to stake C98, and it's gonna be easier for people to find an utility and make it like easy to people to stake with us. And of course, yeah, there's other ways for people to stake C98 with like centralized exchange like BC here as well, or other exchanges. Another cool utility that we think would be beneficial to our token holders would be because we are building so many products. There's our other certain products that we will be utilizing the C98 token. For example, on our NFT marketplace, we will be having Launchpad there, and for the our past Launchpad, we have had uh, our C98 as the token to be used for those launchpads. So that's actually really cool utility that we think could be great to for user to utilize on. And of course, like there could be governance. This is like something that we really want to do more, so that will allow holders to propose and vote on governance proposal to let's say determine the features or how the products to move forward. Another thing that we kind of want to do as well is to buy back and make. So most of other tokens out there, they have the buy back and burn, right? So
Yeah.
they just like burn the token. But instead, for us, we feel like we actually we has been like the builders in the space for a long time, and we know like how to put the resource into, and that's why we feel like if we can just buy back the token and then make more things and then contribute those back to the the community and the tokens holders, that should be just much better than just burn it out. So yeah, so that's a few other things that we kind of want to do more in the future. But for now, I think those are the things that we can have for if you're like a C98 token holder right now.
Oh, great. That's pretty interesting. Thank you for all that information there. Moving on, Coin98 is based in Vietnam, and it has a comprehensive user base in Southeast Asia. Could you share with us the current process you have, the current progress you have had made in Southeast Asian markets, and how do you consider the situation in the cryptocurrency in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, I mean, we have been really lucky, and we are really thankful that we have a large community in Vietnam and Southeast Asia in general. And in my opinion, the C market has massive room for growth in terms of blockchain and crypto adoption, which is why we see many projects, have built with the target market. And for example, even Vietnam, right? That's why we're trying to bring Vietnam more to the market. And according to recent Chainalysis report, Vietnam has been the number one crypto and DeFi adoption in the world. So that being said, we have events in Vietnam. That BTSE is actually one of the main sponsor there. It's happening in Vietnam, and we have really high profile speakers and partners from all over the world to come to Vietnam and make it happen and create this kind of environment where we make it easy for partners to look at Vietnam and see how vibrant the community is, and they just want to try to do more business here in Vietnam. And yeah, I mean, we always focus on customer certification. So Coin98 communities, we that's what we focus on, right? For each market, we always try to have their own community and how we support the users there. For example, within the app, we support over actually up to 12 different languages. And I think that alone helped to localize our communities to those kind of countries. And then also some of them and most of them are in Asia and Southeast Asia. And then also we'll be hoping to have more local communities that we worked directly with, and how try to amplify the community members in each country. And yeah, and that's how we kind of want to move forward.
Yeah, I was part of the Good Morning Vietnam conference too, and I was fortunate enough to be there. And it was actually a very vibrant community. I really appreciated and enjoyed being in Vietnam for that conference. So moving on, what are your future plans? Any exciting partnerships or events coming up?
Yeah, I mean, we have quite a few plans coming up as in both in our roadmaps for the products and also in terms of partnership and events.
Mhm.
And I would love to share more with you guys. So yeah, some of you may have known that we also recently acquired Tomo Chain. It's a blockchain mainnet back in 2018. So pretty much battle tested for the last 5 years. It's really fast and cheap. So it's really good for just normal crypto user in the space. And yeah, since we have acquired Tomo Chain, we would love to push more activities there. So together with Coin98, to bring Tomo Chain on the map, repping for not Vietnam, but we want to make it as the biggest blockchain in Asia. So with Tomo Chain, it's kind of enable us as with the layer one, we can do more with our own products now. So with Coin98 as an ecosystem, we have a layer one that which enable us to provide more these for example to build more application products, and actually we can work with other partners that we never get a chance to because the of layer one now we can do. So yeah, maybe looking forward to Tomo Chain and how we kind of want to push that in the later half of 2023. Regarding events, will be at KBW, so the Korea Blockchain Week and the Token 24/9 in Singapore. We hopefully will have meetups and in for communities in those two countries, and of course later down the road we will have more meetups with different countries later this year, maybe in Turkey, India, China, a few. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Yeah, cool. Basically, we'll be at Blockchain Korea too, and we'll also be at Token 2049. So maybe we can host something together or try to put something together with you guys.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Before we end this segment, could you please share the best ways for the community to learn about your project?
Yeah, I think the best way is always to stay up to date is via our social channels. So please follow us on Twitter, as well as join our Discord, so you can hang out with our community there. We also on Telegram as well. So yeah, just any social channels, that would be great way to stay up to date with us.
Okay. Can you give us your Twitter handle as well as your Discord so our users here could know where to find you?
Yep, sure. Maybe we can drop this in the chat as well.
Yeah.
I will get some team to do it.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, that ends this segment. We're going to be moving to our Q&A Twitter segment now. Thanks, Min, for all your insightful information. So now, anyone that has any questions, could you please raise your hand, and we'll be selecting 5 people from Twitter for Min to answer your questions. Okay, Starboy.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It's been an insightful space. So my question basically is in regards to your security. I just want to know how serious that Coin 98 wallets tend to take security, and also secondly, in terms of maybe how do you tend to like protect your users against phishing attacks or social engineering attempts that tend to like target users' private keys in your platform?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just to confirm that I got your question correctly, so you asking about the security, right? And to make sure that we protect the user from like certain social engineering attacks and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So in terms of like security, as I mentioned, we are put like a big focus into the security for our user because, as I said, we basically build our products for us to use as well. So we want to make it safe and help that the user can just like use it just the way we do. So if you go to like Coin98 and there's actually one part of the website show audits. So you go there, you can say that most of our products are audits from like Inspect, Spectral, Slowmist, and Certic. For most of like the prominent auditing firms out there. And then of course with the wallet side, we take it really seriously. We have like a bug bounty on Hacken Proof, which is also like a really big auditing firm that audits like if you got like a white hackers or anyone just to find a bug within our wallet side of things, then please go to our bug bounty platform there and you can just submit a bug report, and yeah, we check it out, and if there's actually indeed like a bug, then we happily to reward, and also like we will like we get it fixed. So but one good thing that I have so far is that we have never actually came across any critical bugs submitted from the committee, mainly just like small fix within a certain part of the wallet side. So hopefully that will answer your question. And also just one last point I want to make is that we in crypto and especially DeFi is really a place where you have to research by your own and actually like make sure that you don't connect to any like scam or phishing websites, that kind of stuff. So always try to stay safe out there. As much as we can do on the product side, but you as a user you have to like make sure that you don't really fall into the scams, that kind of things.
All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate the answer.
All right, thanks,
For sure.
Starboy. The next up will be Eddie. Hi, Eddie. We can hear you.
What are the supported platform for Coin98 wallets currently?
Sorry, I couldn't catch it. Like what you supported platform? Which you like?
Yeah. Like where can I actually use the app? Is it on PC or mobile?
Oh yeah, for sure. So with the Coin98 wallet, we have it available on both mobile extension on extension, so browser extension on Chrome and Firefox, and everyone is using Chrome, and then we have it on mobile as well, so both on Android and iOS. So pretty much on all platforms that will be available. Yeah, I
Okay,
hope that answered your question, right?
all right, Eddie. Thanks for your question. Next up, we have Rehab. Okay, moving on. We have Dot.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. Am I audible?
Hi, Dot. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to ask my question. My question is about um, actually, I'm a fan of decentralized exchange. So when I choose to use a decentralized exchange, I always care about fees. So how about fees on Coin98 wallet to compete to other decentralized exchanges? And also, do you support NFTs? Because I'm actually an NFT collector. Thank you.
It's a bit hard to to hear from you, but so you're asking about like what would be our advantage comparing to other competitors, and do we support NFT, right? So that was the
Yes.
two main part.
Yes.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So in terms of like being competitive out there, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like I think there's like close to hundreds maybe wallets out there. So there are a lot of options for any user to choose, right? I think our one of the key, or I would say that our unique selling point would be focusing on the multi-chain engine. So when I say multi-chain, you may think about, oh, there's a lot of other multi-chain wallets too, right? So what makes this different? I think so I don't think there's a lot of multi-chain out there that actually support chains that are non-EVM. So you look at like MetaMask, for example, they only support EVM chains, right? So with us, we support EVM chains and non-EVM chains as well, including from like Solana, Near, even like from the Cosmos side of things, like Say, Aura, everything with the Cosmos. And then we have also like really new ones coming up, like Aptos of Sui. Um, so yeah, I mean, in terms of like having a multi-chain engine is actually make us really different. Another thing that set apart is that, as mentioned, every wallet out there, it just like I like focus on only on the wallet side of things, and for us, we make it more like into a super app. So our ideal world is that it'll be really easy to do whatever you want in the app without having to go to another applications. And yeah, and that's what we are working towards from. And it, of course, like to make it a super app, we have to support NFT, right? So we do support NFT at Connect Wallet. We supported the same with just like our tokens. So if the NFT supported, on our certain blockchains there, then you probably can store and display all your NFTs. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Doc, for your question. We're moving on. Next person is Famous. Hey, yeah, we can hear you, Famous. What's your question?
Yeah. So my question is, I just want to know, like some of the partnerships that Coin98 has been able to establish in the years. Like, what are some of the benefits you actually get from these partnerships?
Hmm. Yeah, so I think that partnership is actually quite interesting because I think generally is quite overused in the crypto space, right? You can say that if we just support a new chain, it can be a partnership. If let's say we work with like, for example, BTSE in this case, it can be a partnership. So yeah, I mean, in general, there's a lot of, you call that all thing is like partnership. There's a lot going on. For example, we're working with a lot of like foundation layer one, layer twos recently to support their chain. So for example, as I mentioned, really new one like Mantle, say things like that. And then also we work with recently. I'm not sure if like acquisition is called like a partnership as well, but I mentioned about Ramper and Tomo Chain. So those two are the ones that we would be a lot of like pushing forward. For example, before we know that having like one coin wallet is like really for quite advanced user to access DeFi, for example. And then now we kind of like realize you need like a social login solution, make it easier for like Web2 user to start using and get into Web3. So Ramper will be like our bet for onboarding experience there. And with Tomochain, as I said, it's a layer one, so it helps us to complete the whole ecosystem that we want to build from application to like a blockchain. So yeah, so what are a few things that we do, and of course we work with like exchanges like Bitsy to make sure that our people can access our tokens and liquidity easily. We work with a lot of like infrastructure players as well, like Chainlink, Layer Zero, a lot of fiat on our farms, things like that. So yeah, hopefully that will be helpful for the user to access our product and also our tokens and what we can offer in terms of like all of our ecosystem.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the clarification.
All right, thank you so
Okay.
much, Famous, for your question. And last but not least, we have Rosie Flora.
Hello.
Hey, Rosie, we can hear you. What's your question for Min?
Yeah. My question is, who are the team members behind your respective project? Can you tell us some of their credentials? Can you list some unique strengths of your wallet compared to other wallets?
Yeah. Yeah. So you asked about the team, right? Behind Coin98. So we I mean, we don't have like how a superstar team that people usually put on like the team segment in the deck. But we're proud to say that we have when we first joined back in 2020, we have around like 20 plus something small team here in Vietnam. And then but now we have like over 200 people in the company. So we grow quite a lot in the last few years. And yeah, we're proud to say that we are 100% Vietnamese team that did everything. And yeah, in terms of like a second part of your question about what's the difference with the wallet side with others, I think I just answered that with the previous question as well. But yeah, I would suggest that you guys to give it a try for the wallet. So just to see how you like it. And we would love to actually, if you guys can give it a try and leave us any feedback, because it's much better for us to improve upon your feedback, right? And as I said in the AMA as well, that's how we build products to based on communities and our users feedback. So yeah, so that's what I would say for the wallet. And when you try the wallet, make sure you try other product as well, because as I said, if we look at Coin98, it's just not about the wallet, but we more like a whole ecosystem.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. That ends the Twitter segment. Thank you for all the amazing questions, and thank you, Min, for taking the time out to answer all the questions. Do you have any last words for our listeners? Hi, Min.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's such a great AMA with everyone, and I just want to thank again BC for hosting this, and shout out to the host Hi as well. And one of the last thing I want to say is that don't forget to join the campaign that we are running with BC, and it's really great. A lot of prizes. So yeah, just go and try it, guys. Yeah, really thankful for today, and have a great day, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Min, for being a part of this AMA. And to everyone who's listening, all the AMA prize winners will be announced on Twitter within the next half an hour. If you see your name on the winners list, please message us with your details. To everyone else listening, thank you again for coming. Please follow Coin98 and BTSE. Stay up to date with our latest developments. Thank you for attending this BTSE Coin98 AMA. We look forward to seeing you on BTSE. For more details on how to join BTSE, please visit www.bitsy.com or download the BTSE mobile app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Thank you, everyone, for listening. You guys all have a good day.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.
Don't miss out on the latest updates and insights from BTSE. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on other social media platforms. Find the links in the description box below and stay connected with us today.